put in 160.
Yes, but once again,
plus
yeah, but once again, how much quicker could we have done that? I was also told that the Senate can chew gum and walk at the same time. So why are they resistant to actually moving some good legislation that actually gets us to a conversation about healthcare?
Right. Politics.
How many wins do you really want to give the president? That's what it comes down to. It really is sad. Yes?
I have a question. It kind of goes along with strategy. You know, getting the Republican message out has been pretty tough. Are you concerned about conservatives or Republicans using that platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google, whatever?
Well, I think there's a golden opportunity for us, and her name is AOC. I think every time she opens her mouth, we ought to have a message. I tell you what's a beacon to have an answer, you know, because the comments that come from her are just incredible.
She's really that stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just tell you this. Her group that auditioned her is here. They auditioned a number of candidates in the state of Arizona for all districts. And when you start looking at some of the candidates that will come forward, they will be very plain. For example, there may be a Republican that runs against me who is a Democrat.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you that they're here. They were here. Yeah, they auditioned.
Hold on, that's actually a real tactic. Or this would happen at the state level, not federal, but in LD12, we had this guy, I'm going to say a name. My dad knew him at Intel. He was a coworker. My dad doesn't like him. Saka, yes, I was gonna say it. Yes, my dad knew the guy. My dad knew there was something up with him, but because they're Intel. But Saka is a huge anti-Trumper. He's a liberal, but he ran as a Republican because that's the only one that ran LD12 was a Republican. And well, we caught him red-handed with a brave soul in the meeting, and he asked, who would you all vote for president? And he said, I wrote someone in, and I'm just like, well, you voted for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Well,
and how much money can I bet he voted for Kirsten Sinema or David Garcia? How much money can I bet that Saka did?
Yeah. So
very likely.
But anyway, in total nutshell, I think there's ways, and the four of us have figured out something that we're trying to do to help out. Most of us won't play in primaries, so that's where we want to get people to get out to get their vote, to get their candidate across the board. But then when it comes push versus shove next November, you got to vote. You got to vote red. You got to vote red.
Even if it's a Senate.
Yes,
I'm sorry if we already answered this before, but basically, so Arizona has been a red state for a long time, but in 2020 it was going to be a swing state. And I'm concerned about that because not only do we have the amount of immigrants coming, we also have California and Seattle because of the economic benefits. Right. And I'm just concerned, especially when it comes to like our gun laws, because we are like the most amazing state, which is great. So I'm starting to be concerned about the future of the state itself. Maybe this election will stay red, but after that. So what are ways the Republicans are trying to keep it a Republican state despite all of that?
Well, I'll give you some good examples. So the demographics are changing in Arizona, like they are across the country. Probably after this election, the demographics of Arizona, the biggest class will be the Gen X, the millennial generation. We just visited Turning Point today, who's engaging in young people. Young people learn very differently than somebody like my age. They like pictures. They like something that's catchy, that draws them in. We also haven't been taught. That's why I went to AOC. AOC gives them teaching moments. So I'll give you an example. We talk about climate change. Climate's always going to change. You look at a rock, it's going to tell you. So why wouldn't you, if that's your worry, why wouldn't you try to reinvigorate the biggest carbon trap in the world? National forest. Plants like dirty water and they like dirty air. Because what they give you through photosynthesis is they give you oxygen and clean water. These catastrophic fires, why are they so bad? Because the heavy metals that they sift out from the dirty water and everything else, they explode into the air. That's why one day of a catastrophic wildfire produces more emissions and pollutants than a full year of the state and their carbon emissions from cars. So I think it's just the opportunity, getting out and reaching out. Sometimes it's uncomfortable for us, but why would I be ashamed of being a conservative? Why would I be ashamed of says. You know, I don't think anybody should. But I don't think a lot of these individuals have had a chance to actually learn. You know, you got somebody like Ilhan Omar, the public now is pushing communism and militant Islam. Whoa. Whoa, yelling. But I think those are opportunities to teach people. Right? Another good one is AOC. AOC, she's got 2 degrees, economics and foreign affairs, from Boston University, an acclaimed university. And yet she couldn't tell you the difference between capitalism and socialism. And the first words out of her mouth about the state of Israel was this: Israel is occupying Palestinian land. Does she know history?
Occupying what?
Palestinian land. Does she know history? She's clueless. Absolutely clueless on that. So I think these are opportunities to say, okay, let's take it your way. How does that work? Where's this going to go? It's like Elizabeth Warren making this Medicare for all, and then she gives you this blueprint, $54 trillion. Well, that's interesting. How are you going to pay for it? Well, first of all, the first question you should say is, well, who are you providing health care for? Are we providing it for the full world? Well, that's impossible. Where are we going to, what's our population dynamics? How are we going to go about that? So I think that's the way that we're going to look at it. Number 2 is be forceful. I'm a person that's very tired of playing defensive politics. I'm on the offense. Okay, I'm on the offense. Okay, I'll give you an example. I was the only person that went across the pond to England to speak on behalf of a guy in prison by the name of Congressman Gosar. Why in the heck would I do that?
Free speech.
That's one of them. But guess what? Tom may have a lot of problems in his background, but he's right about one issue: human trafficking. He's the only one calling out the Muslim community that has this grooming game. 99% of them are Muslim run. They target young women, young boys, young kids, women, and they put them into prostitution. They kidnap them, put them into prostitution, and they even come here. So for the English government to hide him, try to hide him away, arrest him on illegal warrants, when our foundation or our country was founded on the warrant process from Great Britain, that's pretty sad. That a child of Great Britain has to tell it, hey, wait a minute, wake up. You did nothing wrong. Probable cause, you did nothing wrong. So I'm sitting in an interview with Channel 8. And the comment is, well, you went over to Tommy Robinson. Well, boy, you guys are a real mess. You know what it's all about? No. It's about kidnapping and human trafficking. Well, that's not it. Yes, it is it. It is it. So I guess if you're against me going to Tommy Robinson, you're for human trafficking. No, Ted Simmons.
Of course. The guy who.
No, Second Amendment. Second Amendment. Okay? He challenged me on that right prior to, because what he wanted to see was what my answer was. He said, we got to do something with guns. I said, oh, really? Okay. So I'll give you that, but then you give me this. Any drug pushers got to get the same sentence. What? It's not the same. I'm like, people are both dead. Here's the next thing. We're marketing it wrong. We're telling people it wrong. Yeah, there are victims. There's going to be victims in everything. Do we take away cars away from people? How about the success stories? We just saw 2 of them in the last 2 weeks. Fletcher Cox, an all-pro defensive tackle. He's with his girlfriend. The crazy guy, her ex-boyfriend, assaults the building, throws rocks through it. He's got a bat. What does Fletcher Cox do? He's got his gun. He said, and he tells him, I got a gun. You want to come up the stairs? You're not going to make it down the stairs. How about this young lady in Florida, Tampa, Florida, whose husband is being held? They have a burglar in there, takes her here at 15, pops it. Now let's tag this.
She was pregnant.
Yeah, here's the other thing to this. So now we're constantly degrading, the other side is degrading our police officers, right and left. We can't find officers now. So you think the timing to call police is gonna go up or down? It's going up, just like California. You know what they say calling 911 is? To file a report. I don't know about you, but this is about victims and empowerment. I'm gonna give you that Second Amendment. I hope that you do that at the Second Amendment. I pray that you do, because then you have the opportunity to turn this around. In any given year, between 800,000 and 2.4 aggravated felonies are thwarted by someone having the Second Amendment.
You mentioned going on the offense instead of just reacting to the left. Why don't you tell them what happened in Mojave County yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
With the county board of supervisors, and then also we have time for about 2 more
Yeah.
questions.
So you've seen sanctuary cities all around the country in regards to states opting out, cities opting out of immigration. Authority. Well, I've always said, it's not what you're against, but what you're for. So Mojave County became the first county in the United States to have a Second Amendment sanctuary city. That's pretty classic. I'm gonna,
That was not ever bad.
you know, I still remember the billboards coming from California on I-40 a while back. One said, if you're from California, bring your guns and your politics at home. And then about 3 weeks later, the second one popped up behind it. If you didn't like the first billboard, turn around and go home. But that's my point.
Mojave County is very Second Amendment.
Oh, absolutely.
They
And you
let
think,
the guns up
you're
there.
gonna think twice about taking somebody on.
And I'm like, how can Mark Kelly win on gun control that?
Well, but here's another thing, going back to your question with that race. Do you remember when Martha McSally ran for her first re-election? Remember those ads? They were so vile, the Democrats told them to take them down. Where are those ads now?
Was that when she ran in 2016 for her re-election?
No. I think she got in 2014.
Well, yeah, but 2016 was her re-election, I think, then.
Whatever the date was.
Oh, was she ran against Barber, though, at least? Was it when she ran against Ron Barber?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
All I know is, but those ads were horrible. Why aren't they up there? This is a perfect time right now. Perfect time. So some of those things, that's what I like about Mojave and District 4. They go out aggressive, and they back it up. You know, for example, you want the First Amendment? I think all the libs want the First Amendment. But you don't get the First Amendment unless you have the Second Amendment. They're intrinsically intertwined. Because if you don't have a Second Amendment, you don't get a First. We haven't found a country that actually does that.
And just ask the folks in Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's that.
Congressman?
Yes.
To your point about going on offense and to touch back on Rahalva, I know that Schweikert has been getting harassed with this thing over goddamn accounting error in his district. Is there any way to utilize the mechanisms that the Democrats in Washington are using against him to pummel Rahalva for his habits of being drunk and far too touchy with subordinates? And B, I don't know how much you know about it, but is it really going to hurt David in his re-election run, or does he seem comfortable even with this ongoing mini witch hunt?
Well, first of all, this is the ethics things that we were talking about with Donald Trump. And President Trump didn't understand that this was built by Nancy Pelosi. So this is the kangaroo court that you're guilty to, you prove yourself innocent. So all they have to make is an allegation, and you spend hundreds upon hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, trying to defend yourself for just false accusation. So you could play that way. You could go back in and file ethics complaints. I think that Mr. Schiff is probably going to get that. You know, I'll bring up Senator Whitehouse from Rhode Island. He made a threat on the Supreme Court of the United States. He's right now facing the bar for disbarment. Maybe Adam Schiff should have that same thing happen. He's a documented liar. He's a documented leaker. He needs to have punitive damages. There needs to be consequences. We're seeing the Supreme Court now. 2 Supreme Court justices said we need to pick up the slander aspect and start reviewing that, because they're out of control. We can lie whatever we want to.
Do you have any evidence that Rahalva was in a throuple? Just let us know.
I think he has an iron crest tattoo.
A triple thruple. But, but once again, the other side doesn't care. I know. You know, we're in the middle of a civil war. It's brother against brother. Nope, 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 nope. It's brothers against brother. Nope, 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 nope. It's brothers and sisters against brother. I know something about that. I had 6 siblings take me on and back my opponent last term. It was dumb. But you know what? I never lied to my district. I said, listen, you want to look at my district? You're going to find my parents were solid Republicans. There are 7 that have found a different way. And they're liberal as they get. But you'll find out you got to fight it. Because I'm professional at this. The good news is, it took 6 of them, and they still can't take me out. And I'm my mom's favorite.
So you think David's gonna be okay?
What's that?
You think David's gonna be okay?
I think David's going to be maybe a little tougher for him, but I think David's going to be fine. Yeah.
They just use Zelensky's tactics, that's all.
Well,
You know,
they,
and we just need to use the same thing.
Okay.
You know, take the negative and keep pushing and pushing and pushing till it comes out the other side.
so why do you think they hate Donald Trump? He
He
does
is-
these rules for radicals right back at it.
That's right.
And the other thing I can tell you about the president, he's a simple marketer. He always tell you that when you meet somebody, you always use their name 3 times. But if you want to sell something, use the 3 things what you want to get done in the first 2 minutes. In the first 2 minutes, he'll tell you what he wants. Most of the time, it's 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were just with him about a week ago, the Freedom Caucus, all was up there. We were up there for an hour and 40 minutes in the White House. And he vented. I mean, this guy gets up every morning and he's got to have a thick skin. The arrows just keep coming. You know, the guy just battles. And so he vented on us. And then he started asking, he said, listen, so what do you guys see from your perspective? Who needs to go? And numbers of names came up and he listened. So I think we've got a time coming here that the reason why you're seeing so much bark from the other side is they've got a lot to lose. They got a real lot to lose. And when you think about it, they were building this during the Obama administration. Not all of it came from the Obama administration. Some came from the Clinton, some came from Bush administration, believe it or not. Okay? What do you think Fast and Furious is all about? The only way that you can stop a tyrannical government was the Second Amendment. No accountability, by the way. Okay? Brian Terry, the bill happened there, and we definitely know that Holder was involved. Okay? And so was the president. Oh, by the way, executive privilege on that one. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Then the next thing, Benghazi.
We don't even want to go there.
I do.
Why?
But my point is no accountability. But here's how bad it was. Here's how bad Benghazi was. We knew it was going to happen. We told nobody to intercede. We watched it happen. People wanted to intercede. They were forbidden to do that. Then we let the crime scene know, but for 2 weeks to be contaminated. What was it all about? I wonder, and I'm just talking off the top of my head, maybe we couldn't have another democracy in that area.
I was hoping Gowdy would become Attorney General.
I don't. Trey's a good friend of mine. I don't, but I'll tell you why later. Okay, but no accountability. And when we find out, when the story's finally told about Benghazi, it is a dark spot that will hang for us for a long time. And then what about the IRS? The one institution where you're guilty till you prove yourself innocent. They targeted conservatives. Who paid the penalty? No accountability whatsoever.
I've been audited 13 years straight.
Yeah. And then we had the attack on the press. The AP, the James Rosen, James Risen, and Cheryl Atkinson, the attacks. So no one wants to go against the government. And then you look at the unmasking. And you wonder why right now the president's under attack by the intelligence services and the foreign services. By the way, who were the first 2 groups that were against the president? The intelligence services and the foreign office. How many people do we need to have witnesses to? We got the transcript. How many more do you need? I mean, we're going to have public hearings next week, and typically you'd bring in your big guns right off the bat. He's going to bring in the former ambassador. She's an at-will employee of the president. He can fire her anytime he wants and wants to put a different ambassador there. And if that's the case, why haven't we figured out what's happening in Guatemala, where our former ambassador is undermining our current ambassador and the current administration and the duly elected Guatemalan government? That's how bad this is. So the deep state is all involved. And that's why the connection goes all the way to the former White House. What people starting to say is going to cause a big problem. You think you've seen a burp right now? Wait. I think that OIG report, well, I think, because I haven't seen it, but when it comes out, that's the reason why Durham and Barr went criminal. And I told you, and that's why I said intentionally, tell you about it. I was right. So, hey everybody, thanks for coming out tonight. Good job.
Before we close up shop though, we do have one announcement from the Susan B. Anthony group. Just 30 seconds.
Quick. Just really fast, I'm sorry. I'm Maria Barbawa from Susan B. Anthony List. We're a pro-life organization. We help pro-life candidates get elected. You're asking about what we can do? Yeah. This is what you can do, and we'll pay you for it, okay? It's flexible hours. You work in a neighborhood that's close to you. You can fit it in between classes on the weekends. Of course, we'll be working all summer long. We're working all the way up to the election. It's really easy. It's just an app on your phone. Tells you exactly what to say. Tells you exactly what house to go to. But we have a lot to stand to lose, right? President Trump is our most pro-life president in the history of this country. And since we don't have that strong Congress, if he doesn't get reelected, then everything he did is just going to be wiped away. So we got to get boots in the ground. Susan B. Anthony List is awesome at that. In fact, we're probably part of the reason that Bevan is not quite lost yet. We just put college kids out on the streets for 3.5 days. They knocked on 40,000 doors. That's what Susan B. Anthony does. We affect elections because we put people at people's door and engage them in these situations. And you know what? The pro-life issue is huge for a lot of people in Arizona. There's a lot of people that are pro-life, even independents, even Democrats who are not as crazy as the Democrat platform is on abortion right now. They're off the charts crazy.
Actually, the current chair of the Democrat Party, one of Obama's flunkies, Tom Perez, he says if you're a pro-life Democrat, you're not welcome in the party.
Exactly.
I mean, it's insane.
It's crazy. So, reminding people what's at stake for the unborn, that they want infanticide, that they want to take us down. I mean, they're on their way to killing toddlers right now. Yeah. Okay, so, please, I got flyers, come and speak to me.
Got a question. How do you find out if the candidate is pro-life or not?
Their voting record is a big one, and of course.
Do you know of
there's
some?
pro-life candidates?
Yeah.
Here in Arizona?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Is my name on the list?
We only help in Senate, like federal races. We don't help in,
Statewide races?
statewide races, unless they're really huge, like
Okay.
governor, we help.
Well, then it would have been
Right, so you're ready for commission?
corporation.
Commissioner, yeah, that's some of these. But bigger races, Trump and Senate races here in Arizona are huge, okay? So, like you said, the Democrats are trying to flip this state. So we gotta fight.
Well, that other Senate seat. I mean, the guy running is a complete gun grabber. I mean, that's the part that really terrifies. It really should terrify people right there, is that he wants to grab your guns.
Oh, exactly. So talk to me if you can afterwards. I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So usually at the end of every meeting, we do like a group